It's a crisis of biblical proportions, and it's affecting the entire world. The global refugee crisis.
They do, in many respects, a lot of Spain's and Europe's dirty work with respect to blocking people whose interest is to cross. It's not an exaggeration to say that hardly any sub-Saharan African is able to do that. They do have to resort to very dangerous methods like scaling the fences or hiding in vehicles or taking to the sea.
4 fois. Ils m'ont refoulé plusieurs fois. Mais les Syriens, je ne sais pas. Les Syriens, ils traversent facilement puisqu'ils ont la même couleur avec les... Ce sont les Arabes et tous, ils ont presque la même couleur. Ils sont différents de nous, les Blacks.
You might say, well, that's reasonable, right? Everybody knows there's a war in Syria. So of course it makes sense to presume that Syrians are fleeing the war and they are refugees, they need protection. But the flip side of that, the presumption that people from countries where there isn't like a live war that you are reading about in the newspapers, the presumption that people from those countries are not in need of international protection is a very dangerous presumption.
They're taking the easy targets, and ICE is there waiting for them when they arrive at work.
These are our friends. These are our neighbors.
He was a great friend. He stood up for a lot of kids.
Shame on me, but I didn't think of how it actually would play out with people that I know. A lot of people who have been in our community for a number of years have been arrested and detained by ICE. People have just been emotionally in turmoil because they've seen people that they've known for years, friends, acquaintances, neighbors, people that have gone to church with, those kind of things. Kids are in school together, are just gone.
Thousands of African refugee seekers gather in Tel Aviv. Many are fleeing persecution from war-torn areas like Sudan and Eritrea. What they want, what freedom really means for them, is asylum. Many of the refugees here fled war and conflict, traveling dangerous roads just to make it here. And they fear that if the Israeli government were to send them back, that would be equivalent to a death sentence.
All of us fleeing genocide, fleeing dictatorship regimes, and someone who's looking for protection, he doesn't care to where he gets.
I'm here because I want to protect myself, I want to save my life, I want to finish my education.
Many refugees insist they want to return home, but only when they know they can do so safely.
Many countries have chosen to deny access, fortify their borders, build new and higher walls, trying to separate us based on religion, color, and ethnicity. But there are still many great NGOs trying to extend a helping hand and build bridges, not walls.
Hi, I'm Jean Maz with Artmosphere. I'm here in Miami to speak about an important issue, the global refugee crisis. You have seen programs like CNN Heroes, you have seen programs from UNICEF that are trying to help all these refugees around the world. But Sunshine Global Partners has been doing something amazing, and it put the seeds within the continent of Africa. By helping these refugees to start anew within their homeland, empowering them with land, tools, and education, and helping them establish sustainable methods of agriculture.
When I grow up, I want to be a doctor and to help my mother.
I've had the experience of working with Sunshine Global Partners a few years back in a fundraising effort. And through the process, I met the founder, Sharon Brown.
A dedicated lady, a loving, caring human being with lots of love for her fellow humans. An amazing dedication for her mission and a vision in life to help and establish change in some of the less fortunate places in the world.
My name is Sharon Brown, and I'm the president of Sunshine Global Partners. SGP is a Florida nonprofit corporation. We're a 501c3 corporation. We were established back in 2012. We began in 2002 making short-term mission trips to various nations in Africa. We'd go for 2 weeks, come back, go back next year for 2 weeks, and we discovered that the children we worked with the year before were worse off than they were when we left them. We sat back and decided that we needed to make a long-term commitment to the training, the education of these children in order to really change their lives. And out of that came SGP.
All of these school children and their parents are refugees.
Burundi, Rwanda, Congo.
All told, 13 nations are represented in this crowded school, their families fleeing conflicts across a wide swath of East Africa and finding haven in what must rank as one of the world's most hospitable countries to refugees.
In Uganda, refugees are placed in settlements and not camps, and the government says there's an important difference. Camps tend to confine people, whereas in Uganda, when refugees arrive, they're issued legal IDs that entitle them to move freely anywhere in the country, to find a job, start a business, put their children in school.
Refugees in rural areas are given a small plot of land to farm.
And we have the technology to farm very efficiently on small plots of land. But we need to transfer this technology to them. And that's what SGP is all about. To train the South Sudanese young people in how to farm that plot of land that was given to them when they entered Uganda. Learning how to farm without having to use commercial fertilizer, without having to use commercial pesticides. Completely organic farming. We are also helping them to market the produce. We have markets that are already set up that we can show them this is the way you market. How do you package the produce? There's some produce you can even process. You have solar dryers that you can dry produce. Our goal is to train 800 farmers each year. We have acquired land in Uganda and we have started building on that land. We have water supplies by deep well, we have roads, and we just need to put up the housing. We'll bring them from the camp to the campus, house them, train them, and then take them back to their plots of land. Then every month, we follow up with them with extension service. We go to each farm, we see how they're doing, see what their challenges are, help them to implement the things that we trained them at the campus. And this is why we need your help.
My name is Susan Gunter, and I'm a proud member of the Sunshine Global Partners. In 2009, Sharon Brown and myself, along with a few other people, met up with a team in South Africa. And what we did was we interviewed farmers. And what we found was when we turned that survey over to Gulu University was that the soil was suitable, but the manpower was missing. So training and education is the answer today in South Africa.
My name is Kukua. I'm originally from Ghana, West Africa, and we take people there for mainly culture and community service because most of these countries have refugees. Refugee camps especially are set up in these places, and we like to make a difference in coming and bringing people to educate them. We have a partnership with them. We go to the countries, especially Ghana, where they've been working lately, and being a Ghanaian, going into the countries, bridging the villages with Sunshine Global Partners has been really tremendous.
There was a lot of discussion when we were there about the need for education and the need of the refugees, a real sense that they needed to be able to get educated, be able to rebuild their minds so they could rebuild their hearts, rebuild their minds so they could rebuild their hearts, rebuild their minds so they could rebuild their hearts.
And so for 800 farmers, it comes out to a budget of about $500,000 for 1 year. And that's why we're reaching out to you.
Please visit the website and look at what we have to offer. It would be just wonderful if everybody just gave from their heart. Whatever you can give, small or large, will make a difference.
I really urge you to make a donation to Sunshine Global Partners so that we as a community can help the people of Africa. We need your help.
I would like to ask everybody to extend your help. Support this organization with everything you can. Because without it, we're going to have more refugee crises around the world. So please help Sunshine Global Partners to reach its goals. Thank you.